traditional territory of the Ojibwe, Potawatomi, and Ottawa First Nations. These three individual nations make up the traditional Three Fires Confederacy. We acknowledge the grace and the welcome they have offered to all students, staff, and guests here at Lambton College. Could you please rise and move your caps for the playing of our national anthem? Welcome at guard number 8, Tomaz Barbosa. At guard number 9, Peyton King Stewart. 6'2" guard from Hamilton, number 12, Parker Davis. 6'3" guard, number 13, Jeremiah Delaforesta. And from Richmond, BC, at guard 6 feet, number 16, Jackson Thackeray. Steve Hopkins, head coach of the Royals. And now it's time to meet and greet your Lions at guard from Brampton, number 2, Tyrell Miller. 6'5" guard from Cambridge, number 6, Albin Yashi. A rookie from Glendale Secondary in Hamilton, 6'1" guard, Milos Lukic. 6'5" forward, number 14, Javonte Griffith. And from Brussels, at guard 6'6", number 35, Owen Ewell. James Graham, the head coach, Keith Consistent, Joe Spatafora, Mason Hyde, and Tyler Grievers, the coaching staff, managed by Stewart and Harbuck.
Well, good evening, everybody, once again, and welcome to another edition of Lambton Lions men's basketball. My name is Tony Frangus, and I will be your master of ceremonies this evening as we bring you the home opener between the Lambton Lions and the Redeemer Royals. And we are officially underway. The Royals winning the opening tip, trying to fire quickly here. Trying to retain possession in the key, going up and blocked from behind. That was number 12, Parker Davis, for the Royals. Royals will be going from right to left on your screen, wearing the dark blue uniforms with the red trim. The Lambton Lions, the home team, going from left to right, wearing the white uniforms with the baby blue trim. That's Parker Davis driving baseline. Contact was made en route, and I believe Javonte Griffith is going to be assessed the foul for Lambton. I believe that was actually called on number 10, Milos Lukic. Milos making his first career start in a Lions uniform as the free throw falls for number 12, Parker Davis. Great individual effort in that loss against Mohawk earlier in the week as he scored 18 points to go along with 3 boards and a couple of assists as he goes 2 for 2 from the line and provides the first bit of offense this evening. And here come the Lions with their first possession. That is the veteran guard Tyrell Miller bringing it up, number 2. Off to the side, it's Owen Newell in front of the Lions bench, misses the three, and the rebound collected and brought back up, and losing possession there was number 8, Thomas Barbosa, in his third season in a Redeemer Royals uniform. Leading scorer for the Royals in their opening match there against Mohawk as he scored 22 points to lead the way, the veteran from Brazil. Trying to feed Caden King Stewart underneath, that play split up. Trying to drive there was number 9, Caden King Stewart, and struggling to hang on to the ball. They're able to get it over to Davis. Davis, the floater, no good. Offensive foul called. It's going to go back the other way. First home game of the season here for the Lambton Lions. First time in 8 months that they have played a regular season game here at the Cestar Athletics and Fitness Complex on the main campus at Lambton College here in Sarnia. Season opener was at Canadore up in North Bay against the Panthers, a convincing 90-64 win there. Looking to replicate that success this evening. There's Alvin Gashi. His pass is intercepted, intended for Owen Newell. And there is the foul on the drive. Parker Davis goes up, gets it, and he's going to shoot one. And Parker Davis in his 4th season here with Redeemer. 4 points in the first 1 minute and 13 seconds, make it 5 points to start this game. Off to a hot start. And the Lions will look to retaliate here. That is Tyrell Miller with the ball. Over to Alvin Gashi. So Owen Newell. Newell was thinking three, elects to drive instead. There's the bump. Foul called, and he's going to set up for one more. That foul assessed to number 16, Jackson Thackeray. That's going to be his first. And Owen Newell will shoot one more here. He led all scorers for the Lions in their opener. The win against Canadore, he had 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists in that game. Great individual effort for him. Miller has it, 8 seconds to go. And there's the finger roll to get Tyrell Miller on the board. Redeemer scored 5 to start. Lions have responded with 4 of their own. Zachary across. Barbosa is dispossessed. Here's the rookie, Milos Lukic. Looks to drive off the glass. It's good for Milos. That's Barbosa driving, unable to finish, and there is King Stewart. Gets his own rebound and gets it up and in. 7-6, Royals lead here just over 2 minutes into this one. Redeemer Royals, Lambton Lions right here on OCAA Live and on your TV. As Tyrell Miller hits the three for the Lions, and they take the lead now, 9-7. King Stewart has it now. Hand off to Thackeray. Back over to Parker Davis. Davis, turn around, no good. And there is Lukic unable to pull it in, but there is Tyrell Miller to collect it. Miller picks up his dribble. There's Javonte Griffith now. To Lukic for 3. No good, and there's Griffith with a rebound. Foul was called, and it looks like Thackeray was gesturing to come off the court. And we'll see the first appearance here of number 3, Cole Arnold, in his 3rd season. Owen Newell, too much on that, no good. And here comes Parker Davis bringing it up for the Redeemer Royals. And that one is good. We are tied once again here. Miller has it now for Lambton. Cross-court pass to Newell. Newell driving baseline. Tries to kick it back out to Griffith, unable to retain possession. Barbosa finds Arnold. Baseline with the handoff back over to Benjamin Dick. Firing that shot and missing was Jeremiah Della Foresta. The Royals able to finish it off. And Benjamin Dick getting his first points. In the corner is Newell. Able to keep it in bounds, gets it to Lukic. Lukic for three, no good. Nobody there for Lambton to pick it up. It's Parker Davis now. Barbosa to Davis. Davis wide open for three. Shot is well short. That's going to find its way out of bounds and back the other way for Lambton. Trio of substitutions coming on here for the Lions. Number 11, A.J. Edwards will see his first action, as well as Alex Yaboa, wearing number 20 this year. And number 23, Clayton Burgess will see his first action, the sophomore out of Tillsonburg, Ontario. A.J. Edwards bringing it up here, the two-sport star for the Lions, as he's also part of the Lambton Lions baseball program, who just came off a bronze medal win at the OCAA championship. Their second medal in as many years, following their silver medal performance last year. I believe in 2026, looking to complete the set and go for gold. Miller finds Jackson Hallward, who's now in the game wearing number 22. A.J. Edwards has it, shot clock down to 4. Quick release from Edwards. Well short, and here come the Royals. Number 10, Jason Uswomo is on the court now for Redeemer. Parker Davis has possession. Looking to fight his way through. Burgess, easier said than done, and Burgess able to dispossess him. Miller has it, finds A.J. Edwards, open for the mid-range jumper, no good. There's Miller with the offensive rebound, off the glass, too much on it. There's Yaboa trying to clean it up, and it's up and in. Great work for Alex Yaboa, who is still shooting 100% from the field on the season. He's now 3 for 3. Doing 2 for 2 against the Canadore Panthers, and now 1 for 1 so far here. I believe seeing his first action is Gabriel Della Foresta in this one for the Royals. A.J. Edwards has it. Up near half court, looking to find an opening. Likes to shoot the three when he gets the chance, as does Tyrell Miller. That one is off. Edwards able to muscle his way into the rebound, and there's 2 points back. A.J. Edwards with his 2 points of the evening, as Parker Davis has it for Redeemer. Trying to shake Yaboa. Benjamin Dick backing his way into the paint. Finds Cole Arnold in the corner. Shot clock's down to 3. He's got to do something quick here. And I think Yaboa may have made contact on that shot. Yes, he did. Number 20 getting assessed a foul. That's going to be his first. As Elijah Ona will see his first action for Redeemer. He wears number 7. Subbing in for Jason Uswomo. And Cole Arnold gets an opportunity to shoot 2 here. Hits the first one. Arnold, 8 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds in their season opener against Mohawk. They ended up dropping that one 117-81 as he goes 1 for 2 from the line. Royals lead by 1 here against the Lambton Lions. 3.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. A.J. Edwards handoff to Tyrell Miller. Miller finds Burgess in the paint. And that's 2 for number 23. Clayton Burgess on the board now, spreading the offense around. Unfortunately, the Lions unable to get that one back. Royals retain and score. That is 2 points for Elijah Ona. Tyrell Miller tried to find Alex Yaboa. Foul away from the ball there as Corey King, number 9, is now on the court here for Lambton as Alex Yaboa will take a seat for the time being. Clayton Burgess tries to find A.J. Edwards. That one over his head. And that's going to be an over and back. And it will be Redeemer Royals possession. As number 16, Jackson Thackeray is back in the game here for Redeemer. Subbing in for Cole Arnold. Thomas Barbosa back in as well. Ona and Barbosa going back and forth. Gabriel Della Foresta back to Ona. Ona able to shake his way through to get an opening and unable to finish it. There's Jackson Hallward collecting the defensive rebound for Lambton, and here come the Lions. Tyrell Miller slowly bringing it up. Steps back. 3. Off the mark. There's Hallward with an offensive rebound. A.J. Edwards looking for 3 points of his own. And Jackson Hallward is called for a foul. I believe that is going to be team foul number 4 for Lambton. And here we get to see the home debut of number 5, Liam Tosh, the 6'9" rookie. He wears number 5 out of Brantford, Ontario. And Sarnia, Ontario's own Evander Doxili, he wears number 12. He's seeing his first action of the evening as well. Barbosa looking to shoot, unable to get away from King. Gets it across court to Thackeray. Thackeray kicks back out. Ona, I think, was trying to find Della Foresta on the outside there, unable to. Out of bounds, going the other way. And with 2 minutes to go here, 16-15, the Redeemer Royals lead the Lambton Lions here on the home opener for Lambton. Thank you for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is the Lambton College Athletics YouTube channel. And if you'd care to like and subscribe, certainly helps us and helps you follow all of the action, not just for basketball, but for all of our other sports throughout the season that we're able to cover. Men's and women's soccer, baseball, softball, cross country, and badminton. A.J. Edwards will set up at the free throw line for one more here as number 12, Parker Davis, will re-enter the game for Redeemer. And A.J. Edwards completing the three-point play. Lions lead by 2. Thackeray bringing it back up here for Redeemer. Cross court to Barbosa. Fighting for it there. Caden King-Stewart and Liam Tosh able to get it back for Lambton. Here comes Tyrell Miller along the sideline. Finds Evander Doxili, fakes. And that is a foul. Evander Doxili is going to the free throw line, and that is the 5th team foul for the Redeemer Royals. Every subsequent one putting the Lambton Lions into a bonus situation here. Every foul for the rest of the quarter means free throws for Lambton. Royals are in the same situation, though, as the Lambton Lions have 4 team fouls here. Evander Doxili, number 12, his first free throw, good. Doxili goes 1 for 2 from the line, collects his own rebound, though, finds Corey King, back up to Tyrell Miller from long range. That one no good. And there's Thomas Barbosa with the rebound for the Royals. Trying to cross Corey King, unable to do so. Cross-court pass for Davis. He looks for 3, no good. There's A.J. Edwards with the rebound. Edwards finds Evander Doxili open off the glass for 2. And we're going to get a timeout here. Now the Royals to collect their thoughts, and I think just both sides an opportunity here to talk strategy. And we'll talk about the game that preceded this one, the Lambton Lions women's basketball program. It was their season opener and their home opener a little bit earlier this evening. Convincing win for them by a score of 65-40 against the visiting Redeemer Royals, highlighted by Maddie Bishop. 14 points to go along with 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 7 steals for the veteran guard Maddie Bishop. And Simone Wilson leading all scorers in that contest, 16 points, 4 rebounds for her. And Kiana Cambridge in her first career game here for Lambton, highlighted with 15 points, a couple of rebounds for her as well. So congratulations to the Lambton Lions women's basketball program. They are officially 1-0 after their win earlier this evening against the Redeemer Royals. If you want to go back and watch the replay, you can do so on the Lambton College Athletics YouTube channel. And of course, we do invite you to join us here in person at the Cestar Athletics and Fitness Complex on the main campus at Lambton College in Sarnia. Invite you to all of our home games. You can check out the full schedule at lclions.ca. $5 general admission gets you a ticket to both games, because men and women typically play back-to-back. Free for students, free for kids, free for seniors. Come on and visit. 44 seconds to go here. And in the corner, that is 3 points for number 10, Jason Usuomo. A.J. Edwards has it at the logo. Finds Tyrell Miller, pass intercepted. Uncontested going in is Parker Davis, tying the game here, 21 apiece. And Lions will likely hold on to for last possession here. Shot clock is off. 10 seconds to go. Opportunity to get a play in here. Tyrell Miller backs his way in, steps back, shoots. Silly unable to put it back, and that's going to conclude the first quarter here. We are tied. Lambton Lions 21, Redeemer Royals 21. As you're watching OCAA men's basketball here on OCAA Live and on your TV. Thank you for joining us on whatever platform you are watching on. If you're watching us live, of course, Game 1 of the World Series currently underway, I believe. The Toronto Blue Jays in it for the first time in 32 years. It's been a few minutes. Taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. I think that one just getting started anyway. And of course, if you are watching this on replay, probably hoping for a Jays victory in Game 1 and looking ahead to Game 2 probably. So, up next for the Lambton Lions, this is their only home game for a while here. So they play 4 of their first 5 games on the road. They just started against the Canadore Panthers this past Saturday, won that one by a score of 90-64. Tonight here against the Redeemer Royals at home, and then 3 straight on the road. That includes October 29th at Conestoga this coming Wednesday, and then November 7th and 8th at Niagara, at Mohawk, back-to-back, a couple of tough opponents. Of course, you could say that about just about every team in the OCAA. There's a lot of parity. There's a lot of stiff competition. There's no walkover games like there have been in years past. These teams, they put a lot into it. All of these schools do. And it's thrilling to see. Makes for good basketball. What we like to see, and that's what we like to bring you here. Next home game for the Lambton Lions after this one will be on Thursday, November 13th, when the St. Clair Saints pay a visit from Windsor. Perennial powerhouses in the OCAA West Division, to say the least. And second quarter action is just about to get underway here. On the court for the Lambton Lions, looks like we are going to go back to the starting 5. Number 6, Alvin Gashi will be inbounding. Tyrell Miller, where's number 2? Milos Lukic, where's number 10? Owen Newell, number 35, and Javante Griffith wearing number 14 at the top of your screen. Lambton Lions going from left to right on your screen. They wear the white uniforms with the baby blue trim. The Redeemer Royals visiting this evening. They go from right to left. Here in the first half, wearing the dark blue uniforms with the red trim. Tyrell Miller finds Owen Newell underneath, blocked from behind. Great defensive stop by Jeremiah De La Foresta, who's back in the game. Thomas Barbosa, his lane is closed. Gets it back out to De La Foresta. Usuomo tried to find Narula underneath there, but instead it's Owen Newell coming back the other way with 2 points for the Lions. Hand off to Parker Davis. Parker Davis getting tied up with Milos Lukic. And that's going to be the second foul for the rookie. Corey King, number 9, is back in the game for Lambton. Suomo finds Barbosa. Back to Parker Davis. To Barbosa. Barbosa gets around Miller. Tries to go off the glass. Angle well off. Good cutoff there by Griffith. And here comes Tyrell Miller. Finds Owen Newell. Newell looking to drive. Albin Gashi wide open. Has all night to shoot that one and not quite the angle he was looking for. No second chance opportunity. Redeemer has it now. Narula looking to back his way in on Griffith. Finds an open number 13, Jeremiah De La Foresta. He misses. And here comes Tyrell Miller bringing it up past half court. Looks to drive, go coast to coast. Hair too much on the layup, but he will set up at the free throw line. Tyrell Miller in his 5th and final season of collegiate basketball. Started the season off with 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists in that 90-64 win against Canadore last Saturday. And first free throw is off the mark for Miller. Miller with 5 points in the first quarter. Looking for his first offense here in the second quarter. That one's going to rattle in. Lambton Lions lead 24-21 against the visiting Redeemer Royals. Thomas Barbosa, team's leading scorer this season, and 22 points in the opener for them. Still being shut out in this one. But that is number 22, Jack Narula, with his first points for the Royals. Corey King finds Owen Newell. Newell launches the three. That one is off. Lions struggling from beyond the arc. Parker Davis looks to bring it in. Great hop, and it's in. Royals have the lead. Gashi picking up the tempo here for Lambton. Draws the foul. And the captain's going to set up for 2. Foul, I believe, has been charged to Jack Narula for Redeemer. Doesn't look like they'll make a substitution just yet. The Lions will, though. Tyrell Miller's going to sit down for the moment, and A.J. Edwards, in his second season in the Lions uniform, is back in the game. He wears number 11. First free throw is good for Gashi. And that's Gashi's first point of the evening. 7 points, 4 boards, 6 assists in the season opener for him. And he goes 2 for 2 at the line. Royals bringing it back. Cole Arnold back in the game. And this is Thomas Barbosa looking to drive and not quite able to retain possession, but he is fouled en route. Foul has been assessed to Albin Gashi. That is his second, and I think he's going to get subbed out here to keep him out of foul trouble in favor of Alex Yaboa, number 20. He's back in the game in his second season for the Lions. Barbosa from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. First free throw is off the mark. Still looking for his first point. And had to come sooner or later. There it is. Tied again, 26 all here. 7:39 to go in the second quarter. Devontae Griffith fakes. And back out to Corey King. Had a bit of an opening. Elects to drive and bring it in instead. Owen Newell trying to fight his way through traffic. And instead it's called for the travel. Cole Arnold and Thomas Barbosa going back and forth here for Redeemer. Now in the hands of the veteran Parker Davis. Davis, long cross-court pass. able to find number 13, Jeremiah Della Foresta misses the shot. Fouled when he got possession back. And Goen Newell was called for the foul there. That's going to be his first. Team third, though. Both teams already at 3 fouls each. Less than 3 minutes into the second quarter here, and if they don't take their foot off the gas in that regard, they're going to, as the travel is called, they're going to find their way into shooting a lot of free throws on both sides. Yeboah back to Edwards. Edwards motioning to the rest of the team. Get up there, I got this, as he brings it past half court. Edwards looks to drive, lane gets open, goes off the glass, and just not quite the angle he needed. And here come the Redeemer Royals again. It's Parker Davis handing off to Thomas Barbosa. I think Yeboah had gotten a hand on the original shot there, but Parker Davis draws the foul. And Clayton Burgess is going to re-enter the game, the 6'8" forward in his second year out of Tillsonburg, Ontario. He'll line up top there at the baseline. First free throw from Davis is good. And he is up to 12 points for number 12. And he goes 2 for 2 at the line. King is going to inbound, gets it to Yeboah. Royals putting a deep amount of pressure there, trying to trap him near half court. Corey King unable to finish the layup, and here come the Royals. Davis finds it open, Barbosa for 3. That one is well off, and here comes A.J. Edwards on the fast break. Here's a 2-on-1. Elects to take it himself. And unable to finish it off. Here come the Royals. Going lightning quick here. And may have resulted in some less than sharp play on both sides, as both teams unable to capitalize on the fast break opportunities here. The Redeemer Royals lead the Lambton Lions 28-26. As we get closer to the halfway point here in the second quarter. Next home game for the Lions is Thursday, November 13th. They got to wait a few weeks as they got a 3-game road trip coming up here. So St. Clair Saints will be in town Thursday, November 13th. Tickets just $5. That'll get you admission to both the women's and men's game. Women will tip off at 6. And then we'll tip off at approximately 8 p.m., about 20 minutes after the conclusion of the women's contest that evening. Again, $5 general admission will get you into that game, and free for students, free for seniors, free for kids. And of course, you can always watch live as well on the Lambton College Athletics YouTube channel. That's where we are right now. And of course, replays and select live games will be picked up as well on your TV. Check your local listings for that. Of course, we'd love to have you either watching on your television, on your device, or in person. We cordially invite you to join us here and cheer on your Lambton Lions. 6:21 to go here in the second quarter. Redeemer Royals lead by 2. Barbosa drives baseline. Floater is no good. Has struggled from the field tonight. That one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Lambton. Still 11 seconds to work with on the shot clock, so plenty of time to work with that for Redeemer. Cole Arnold is going to inbound. He wears number 3. Got some enthusiastic young Lions fans in the audience here. Don't know if the mic is picking them up. As Javante Griffith able to get it back for Lambton. Tyrell Miller back on the court here as well. He is dispossessed by Arnold. Arnold stripped from behind by Yeboah. Here we go, another 2-on-1. And I think and there is a bit of a dispute there between the officials as to who was supposed to make the call, perhaps, but that is going to go down as an offensive foul. No basket. That is Alex Yaboa's second. Yaboa will sit down for now. Number 22, Jackson Hallward, is back in his second season for Lambton. There were a ton of rookies on the roster last year. Now they're all +1 in the year column on the spreadsheet here, except for a couple of them in the lineup. Liam Tosh and Milos Lukic, who I'm sure we're going to see more of as the game goes on. Tyrell Miller has it now for Lambton, the most tenured Lion out of the bunch. A.J. Edwards in his second season. He drives. Swatted away by Benjamin Dick, and here come the Redeemer Royals. Parker Davis, too much on it and too much momentum. Last touch by Lambton and out of bounds, and number 17, Alec Eater, is going to see his first action. Eater, another sophomore from Paris, Ontario, the 6'7" forward. Right in the center of the paint, you can see him. Very imposing presence, as is the 6'9" Liam Tosh. He wears number 5, and he is back in the game, the aforementioned rookie. Parker Davis back out to Cole Arnold, the big overhead pass. Della Foresta to Dick. Kicks back out. Jason Usuomo looking for 3. That one is no good. Tyrell Miller with the D-board. And here comes A.J. Edwards. Bit of an opening for 3, and both sides just ice cold from beyond the arc tonight. Arnold was thinking about 3, but perhaps both sides might shy away from shooting from long range until they can get something going here. Both sides just unable to gain any real momentum on offense tonight, and you see it again there as the Royals dispossessed. Long pass to Jackson Hallward, was thinking about the 3. Pass intended for Eater at the baseline. That is tipped out of bounds by number 17, Gabriel Della Foresta. And a timeout has been called. This time by the Lions. 1 timeout remaining for each of them. The Lions already at 5 team fouls. Redeemer still sitting at 3. And what has been a relatively low-scoring affair here, 28-26, the Redeemer Royals lead the Lambton Lions, and it is the veteran guard Parker Davis for Redeemer leading all scorers in this contest, as he has 13 in his 4th campaign in a Redeemer Royals uniform. Helmed by Stephen Hopkins in his 3rd season as head coach for Redeemer, and a familiar name in his 2nd season there, Foster Brown. And if that name sounds familiar, if you watched any Redeemer Royals games in the past decade or so, one of the biggest impact players almost every year, winning Defensive Player of the Year honors, and rightfully so. He was just an incredible presence on the court. And I don't know if they have an official Wall of Fame or honor roll or anything like that over at Redeemer, but if they do, Foster Brown's banner should be up there. Get back into it here as Tyrell Miller. Speaking of ones who could potentially make their way out of the honor roll, and he's another one. Tyrell Miller, number 2, has it for Lambton. Shot clock down to 8, fires the 3, that one well short. It's Parker Davis. Tries to find Usuomo. There's A.J. Edwards splitting up the play. Parker Davis is going to inbound. They work it around. It's Usuomo who has it back out to Davis. They go back and forth. Dick kicks it back out to Arnold. Arnold trying to drive baseline and almost out of bounds. Della Foresta able to keep it in. Shot clock down to 3. He's got to fire it. Down to 1 just in time, and what a shot by Parker Davis. Nothing but net. The Royals lead by 4. And in a game where points have been hard to come by, every one of them matters. Tyrell Miller drives baseline off the glass. It's good. Miller up to 8 points, leading the Lions here. Della Foresta back to Suomo. Arnold weighing his options, finds Parker Davis with a hand in his face from the 6'9" Liam Tosh. Unable to finish it. Miller brings it up for Lambton. Miller drives, fades, hits good for 2. He's the first Lion in double figures, and we are tied once again, 30 all. 2:48 to go. Benjamin Dick is going to get called for the travel. And we're going to get a little bit of a line change here for the Royals as Thomas Barbosa checks out. Oh, I think we're going to get a timeout here, actually. Yep, there we go. Give everybody a breather. Talk strategy here on the final couple of minutes as the Lions offense starting to wake up a little bit here, especially from the hand of Tyrell Miller as he leads the way with 10 points. As they talk shop there, the final timeout for both teams. Head coach James Grant, I believe unofficially anyway, we're going to have to go back and look at the other rosters and who's fielding what, but James Grant may be the most tenured head coach in the OCAA at the moment, now entering his 18th season, holding the clipboard. And assistant coach Keith Consism, he's in there too, 11 seasons now on the Lions bench, and assistant coach Joe Spadafora in his 6th year as well. And you might see a familiar face over on the Lions bench with Tyler Grievers, the longtime center for Lambton. Now a rookie assistant coach, and we're thrilled to have him back over on the Lions bench after a great career here in a Lambton Lions uniform. Has been an incredible ambassador for the program. 2:47 to go here in the second quarter. We're tied 30-30 between the Lambton Lions and Redeemer Royals. A.J. Edwards, number 11 to 22. Jackson Hallward, they go back and forth. Tyrell Miller holds it now for Lambton. Edwards finds Eder, and that one just takes an unlucky hop back out. And I think Eder is going to get called for trying to swat it out of the hand of Parker Davis. That's going to be his first foul. Number 12, Evander Doxilli back in for Lambton. He's going to sub in for Liam Tosh, and Clayton Burgess is in, number 23 as well. As Parker Davis, team's leading scorer tonight, hits the first one. And the second one is good as well. Hallward inbounds to A.J. Edwards. Edwards picks it up, finds the veteran Miller. Miller backs out. Jackson Thackeray back in the game here for Redeemer, sticking to Miller like glue. He's trying to get away from him. Shot clock down to 6. Got to do something. Step back 3 is good for Tyrell Miller. And he's heating up. I think that's his 3rd straight field goal. Lions lead 33-32. Hallward narrowly avoiding the foul call there. Benjamin Dick tries to kick it back out to Parker Davis. Davis can't find him at the baseline. Here comes A.J. Edwards, one-on-one with Suomo. Just a hair too much on that shot. Hallward, aggressive O-board. A little bit of elbow grease from the sophomore Jackson Hallward to get him on the board. Lions lead 35-32, 90 seconds to go here. And the shot well off for number 13, Jeremiah Della Foresta. There's Burgess getting it back for Lambton. Miller brings it up. 3 from a few feet back. Oh, he's feeling it now. Heating up at just the right time, giving him all the momentum heading into halftime. Royals will look to get some of those points back. Parker Davis. Cross-court pass is intercepted by Hallward. Miller quick to bring it up. lines of Vander Doxilly. I don't know if Doxilly was ready for it, but the result is all the same. There's 2 points for the Sarnia native Evander Doxilly. And the Lions now on a great run here. They lead 40-32. The Suomo looking to silence the crowd. And 3-second violation there on the Royals offense. It's going to go back the other way. The Lions will look to extend this run here. Edwards brings it up past half court. He wears number 11, has the ball. Back to Tyrell Miller. Miller with an electric second quarter here with 11 points. Has 16 on the night. Loses possession. Della Foresta gets it to Davis. Shot clock is off. 10 seconds to go. Royals are going to hang on for last possession here just to try and kill the Lions' momentum, but they got to get some offense here to do that. Is Suomo looking for three? No good. Benjamin Dick unable to get the rebound. Tyrell Miller pulls it in. That's going to do it for the half. 20 minutes down, 20 minutes to go. The Lambton Lions lead the Redeemer Royals 40-32. You're watching OCAA men's basketball here on the Lambton College Athletics YouTube channel, OCAA Live, and your TV. Stay with us. Second half action about to get underway here. You're watching OCAA men's basketball here on the Lambton College Athletics YouTube channel, OCAA Live, and on your TV. We thank all of our broadcast partners for helping us bring you this action. At the half, the Lambton Lions lead the Redeemer Royals by a score of 40-32. We are in the Cestar Athletics and Fitness Complex on the main campus at Lambton College in Sarnia, Ontario, as the Redeemer Royals will start the second half with possession here. They go from left to right on your screen in this half, wearing the dark blue uniforms with the red trim. And back going the other way, it is the Lambton Lions wearing the white uniforms with the baby blue trim. As the Lions quickly assessed a foul, that is Tyrell Miller's first personal foul of the evening. He leads all Lions with 16 points in the first half, includes 11 in the second, and that's the leading scorer right there for everybody tonight. Young man Parker Davis, number 12, now with 20 points in 20 minutes and 26 seconds. Tyrell Miller looking to respond quickly. That one off the mark. There's Javante Griffith with the rebound. He collects his own and puts it back in. This is one thing that the Lions have excelled at in the past, and this current season they had 50 rebounds against the Canada Panthers, and on pace to do that again as they had 25 of them as a team in the first half. Fighting for it is Caden King-Stewart. He's now up to 4 points in this contest back in the game for Redeemer. Tyrell Miller has it at the logo for Lambton. Hand off to Owen Newell, who's back in the game, number 35 in his second season with the Lions. Albin Gashi has it now. He is stripped by Jackson Thackeray, and here come the Redeemer Royals looking to cut into that Lions lead. Parker Davis, he's looking for three. No good, and there's the long reach of Owen Newell for the defensive rebound. His lane closed by Thackeray and tried to go behind the back and loses possession. Redeemer looking to close the gap. There's Owen Newell intercepting it right back. Uncontested two-handed dunk for the sophomore Newell. He's got 6 points. Long pass to Barbosa. He's looking for three. Offensive rebound and put back good for Jeremiah Della Foresta. Royals now, I believe, shooting just 2 for 13 from beyond the arc, and the Lambton Lions 3 for 15. There is a long two for Albin Gashi in his third campaign as a Lambton Lion. 46-39, Lambton leads Redeemer here in the home opener for the Lions. Narrowly avoiding the foul call, but picking up 2 points is Thomas Barbosa, who's been relatively silent in this one. Only 3 points. That follows 22 points in their season opener. A 117-81 loss against the Mohawk Mountaineers the other night. That's Owen Newell off the glass. He's got 2 more. And I think Milos Lukic is going to get called for his third foul. May have been incidental. We'd have to go back and watch that play. Fortunately, we don't have the privilege of instant replay up here. We can watch it after the fact. There's Corey King, number 9, re-entering the game. Subbing back in for Lukic. Just string of bad luck when it comes to foul calls at his first career start. Expecting big things from the rookie, and he excelled in their season opener against the Canada Panthers. Putting up, 12 points off the bench? That one, I think we're just awaiting some procedures, some officials to get into position. Here we go, back at it. Thackeray has it now. To Barbosa, Benjamin Dick, nearly stripped from behind by Evander Doxili, number 12. He's back in for Lambton. Barbosa finds 2 points. Royals putting some light full court pressure on Corey King. Gets it back out to A.J. Edwards, works it to Javante Griffith. Griffith to Miller. Miller steps back, trying to cross Thackeray, goes off the glass, that's gonna fall. And one for Tyrell Miller. Bringing the Lions bench to their feet. Going to show a support as the Lambton Lions, the first to reach 50. They now lead at 50-43. Clayton Burgess, number 23, will re-enter the game for Lambton. Javante Griffith will take a seat for the time being. And the veteran Miller completing the three-point play. Tyrell Miller now with 19 points for Lambton. Cole Arnold, number 3, he's back in for Redeemer, and he collects the ball. Barbosa. Barbosa has it again, elects to go mid-range, no good. Tyrell Miller with the defensive rebound. Miller trying to drive his way right through the defender, unable to do so. That ball is going to get called out of bounds after all. Burgess unable to save it. And perhaps a break for them that they did, and that allows 5 Lambton defenders to get back. And Redeemer will slow things down here. Arnold to Barbosa. Parker Davis calling for it, was thinking about going mid-range. Elijah Ona goes cross-court, finds Parker Davis. He stripped. Barbosa collects the loose ball. Shot clock down to 6. Barbosa floats, too much on it. Shot clock still winding down. Good block by Burgess. And I believe he is going to get called for the foul. Made some contact on the follow-through. Contacted the shooter, and Benjamin Dick, number 24 for Redeemer, is going to shoot 2. First one is good. And it looks like number 10, Jason Uswalmon, back in. That next opportunity here. Lions will elect to go with the current 5 that they have on the court. No substitutions there. Corey King inbounds to number 11, A.J. Edwards, back to King. They go back and forth. Edwards brings it back past half court. Picks up his dribble, looks to float. There's 2 for A.J. He's got 7 points off the bench in this one. Parker Davis turnaround mid-range jumper is good. He has been electric. He's up to 22. Leading all scorers on both sides. Edwards and King going back and forth with the ball. Edwards has it now. Kicks back out to King. King drives, finger roll. Offensive foul assessed to number 9. That's going to be his first personal. And re-entering the game, number 22, Jackson Hallward for Lambton. Number 5, Liam Tosh is back in. As Cole Arnold will bring it past half court for Redeemer to Barbosa. Overhead cross-court pass to Swollen, back in the hands. Arnold in the corner to a wide open Barbosa looking for 3, still unable to make it fall. Again, both sides collectively struggling from beyond the arc tonight. They've hit a few here and there, including from that man, Tyrell Miller. He gets 2, and he's up to 21. Arnold weighing his options, taking his time. Uswalmon finds an opening. Barbosa and Uswalmon going back and forth. Picks up his dribble. Parker Davis has to launch it down to 2. Floater no good. There's Clayton Burgess with the rebound. Outlet pass to A.J. Edwards. He elects to shoot three. It rolls out. Hallward fighting hard for the offensive rebound. I think we're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow, says Lambton. Good work by Hallward. Number 9, Caden King-Stewart re-enters the game for Redeemer. He'll substitute in favor of Benjamin Dick. A.J. Edwards got called for an offensive foul. He's going to sub out. Parker Carruthers, number 3, will see his first action for Lambton. Arnold brings it up for Redeemer. Davis has it now. Gabriel Della Foresta back to Davis. Caden King-Stewart kicks back out to Davis. Davis trying to drive baseline, deflected out of bounds. Burgess trying to contest that. It went off Davis and out. Official doesn't see it that way. Remains Royals basketball. 10 seconds on the shot clock still. Arnold will inbound. He finds Della Foresta. Uswalm on his lane is closed by Carruthers. Shot clock down to 3. Winding down fast. Finds the rim, but that's it. And Burgess gets it back to Miller. Hallward, catch and release 3 is off the mark, and there is Uswalm with the defensive rebound. Royals will bring it back and try to retaliate and close the gap. They trail by 9. It remains that way as Davis collects his own rebound. And there's Parker Carruthers. Going back and forth with Parker Davis as they trade possessions, and Davis wins that round with 2 points. He leads all scorers with 24. 2 minutes, 35 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And foul assessed to number 10, Jason Uswalm. That's his first for the Royals. And number 20, Alex Yaboa back in favor of number 3, Carruthers, for the time being. Miller inbounds to Burgess, back to Yaboa. Miller catch and release 3. That one off the mark, and that is Gabriel Della Foresta with the rebound. Parker Davis finds Cole Arnold down low. Off the glass for 2. Arnold allowing Miller to bring it up past half court and trying to find an opening. There's Alex Yaboa. He looks to drive, finds Burgess at the baseline, and I think we're going to get an offensive foul call. This time on Yaboa. I think that's going to be his third. That may result in him getting subbed off. That is the case along with Clayton Burgess. Starter Javonte Griffith, number 14, back in for Lambton, as is Alec Eder. The sophomore forward. With 1:55 to go here in the third quarter. Lions still lead by 5, 55-50 against the visiting Redeemer Royals. Miller sticking to Cole Arnold. Uswalm driving, picks it up. Back out to Davis. Shot clock down to 5. It's one I think is going to find, perhaps not out of bounds. Javonte Griffith able to catch the loose ball. Fighting his way for 2 points. Can't do it. Uswalm outlet pass to Davis. Davis too much off the glass. Della Foresta kicks back out to Uswalm. There's a travel. Corey King will revisit as Liam Tosh will check back out. Tyrell Miller brings it past half court for Lambton. 1:10 to go here in the third. Cross court pass to Corey King. Corey was thinking of shooting, brings it into the paint, kicks back out. Here's Hallward looking for 3, nails it. Jackson Hallward waking up the crowd here late in the third. Lions lead 58-50. Arnold picks up his dribble, finds King Stewart. Floater from Usuolo goes off the side of the backboard. Head coach Grant looking down the bench, weighing his options, elects to go with starter Albin Gashi back into the game here. Trying to keep his guys out of foul trouble. Gashi's got 2 of them. But late in the third here, got some wiggle room. But now in a bonus situation are the Redeemer Royals, so every subsequent foul by the Lions will send them to the free throw line. First one misses for Swolman. And the Noisemakers don't phase him this time as he goes 1 for 2 from the line. Thomas Barbosa, number 8, back in for Redeemer. And Gashi is going to inbound to Tyrell Miller. Miller and Gashi go back and forth. Cross court, back to Miller. .30 seconds to go on the game clock, 7 on the shot clock. Miller drives, mishandled, and back into the hands of the Royals. Arnold gives it to Barbosa. Barbosa looking to drive fast, swatted away by Griffith. Shot clock is off, Hallward. And Barbosa fighting. And it is going to go the other way. I think Barbosa will be assessed for the foul. That's going to be his first. Or pardon me, that was charged to King Stewart, and that's his 4th foul, so he's definitely going to take a seat for now. Shot clock is off, 13 seconds left. Lions plenty to work with here. Hallward back out to Miller. 5 seconds. Miller was trying to find Hallward in the corner. That got deflected out of bounds. Last touched by Griffith. And it will be Royals basketball. 0.7 seconds left. So really, all you can do is inbound and lob it, if anything. And they don't even elect to do that. We'll elect to head to the bench, have a chat. Couple of minutes to work with here ahead of the 4th quarter. The Lambton Lions lead the visiting Redeemer Royals by the score of 58-51. After tonight, the Lambton Lions hit the road for 3 consecutive games. It's tough starting 4 out of 5 on the road. They just started their season up in North Bay against the Canadore Panthers, but a convincing 90-64 win to start the season, highlighted by Owen Newell's 18 points. And then, of course, after tonight, the Lions will head on the road for 3 straight. They get the Conestoga Condors this coming Wednesday out in Kitchener-Waterloo. Before November 7th and 8th, they go to Niagara, visit them at the Welland campus, and the Mohawk Mountaineers in Hamilton. So make the overnight trip there November 7th and 8th. That's a Friday and Saturday. And the next home game against the perennial powerhouse St. Clair Saints, who will be making a visit to the Cestar Athletics and Fitness Complex here on the main campus at Lambton College in Sarnia. We invite you to join us here for that one in person. $5 general admission will get you a ticket to both the men's and women's games. Women will tip off at 6 p.m. The men will tip off around 8 p.m. or about 20 minutes after the conclusion of the women's contest there. And we want to send a congratulations out to the Lambton Lions women's squad, who opened their season a little bit earlier tonight with a 65-40 win against the visiting Redeemer Royals. So they start the season 1-0 before they start that 3-game road trip that we mentioned there. Conestoga, Niagara, Mohawk. They largely have the same schedule as the men's team. The only difference is the Canadore Panthers, as Canadore doesn't field a women's program this year. So that's the only variance. Otherwise, the men's schedule and the women's schedule are pretty much identical. 4th quarter underway. Royals will start with possession here. That one out of bounds. Was it tipped out? No. Last touch by the Royals. Oh, and somebody vetoed the call. It is going to be Royals basketball. And there doesn't seem to be any real protest to that, so it looks like it did go off the Lions last. And it looks like a block there off the shot from Arnold. Miller goes cross court to Milos Lukic, the rookie. No good. There's Javonte Griffith with another offensive rebound. Blocked and fouled by Gabriel De La Foresta. And Javonte Griffith will set up at the free throw line. Pardon me, I believe that foul call may have been on Jack Narula. First free throw from Griffith is good. And the Lions extend the lead to 9. It is now 60-51 in favor of Lambton over the visiting Redeemer Royals. Redeemer going from left to right on your screen in the dark blue uniforms. Lambton Lions go from right to left wearing the white uniforms. Parker Davis, step back three is well short. Lukic is going to let that find its way out of bounds. And a lone airball chant from a Lions fan in the stands. Lukic, catch and release three. It's good. Another three for Milos. Barbosa looks to drive his lane closed by Lukic. Lukic trying to stay out of foul trouble. He gets the steal. And I think his foot caught the boundary line. I think there was a foul there, though. He got bumped out of bounds, and he's feeling good now. Just a frustrating first 3 quarters for him in his first career start there. Just a few foul calls that didn't go in his favor. He's starting to feel comfortable now. On his footing, catch and release three. It's good, another three for Milos. Lukic outstanding, up to 8 points. And there's Javonte Griffith with a steal. Miller bringing it back here for Lambton. Finger roll, catches the bottom of the rim, and how about that put back for the veteran Miller? And he's up to 23 points. Barbosa looking for an opening, will shoot from the free throw line, and it's good. Trying to get some momentum back for the Royals. And he's up to 7, but still a bit of a hole to dig out of for Redeemer as they trail the Lambton Lions 68-53. It's Owen Newell, the veteran, in the corner, no good. The sophomore, I should say. Barbosa, floating pass intended for Arnold. Another steal for Milos. And here's Lukic. Oh, he was thinking about the three. Instead, he elects to hand off to Newell. And this is the loudest this crowd has been all night here at the Cestar Athletics and Fitness Complex. Redeemer Royals call a timeout just to try and stave off the momentum that the home team is feeling right now and try and get them back into it. What a sequence for Milos Lukic here in the fourth quarter, though. Couple of steals, and we'll have to go back and look at the numbers there. I think 6 points, couple of threes anyway, and that's something that both sides have really struggled with here tonight, shooting from long range. But Lukic showing why he's been entered into that starting lineup. Great to see from the rookie. And great to see the Lions starting to spread the offense around. 70-53 they lead. Still leading all scorers, though, on the other side for the Redeemer Royals is Parker Davis. He has 24 of them. I believe up to this point maybe the only Redeemer Royal in double digits. Barbosa right now at 7 points as well. He'll be back on the court here by the looks of it. We'll see if either side makes a substitution here. Doesn't look like anybody checking in at the moment. Oh, Edwards is back in for the Lambton Lions wearing number 11. I think Tyrell Miller is going to get a rest for the time being. Elijah Ona back in the game, number 7 for Redeemer. And they have the ball right now. Arnold picks up his dribble. Benjamin Dick now has it. Hand off to Ona. Ona trying to find Benjamin Dick in the key, and instead there is the pass to A.J. Edwards. Streaking in, he gets 2 points, and he is up to 9. Overhead pass to Della Foresta, back to Parker Davis. Davis trying to shake Gashi and get it opening. Benjamin Dick, throw the elbows around. Where's the call going to be? Contact is made as he was taking the shot. I believe Owen Newell has been assessed the foul. That's going to be his second. As the first free throw from Benjamin Dick, no good. That makes it 4 points on the evening for Dick. And Edwards will bring it up now for Lambton. Lions lead 72-54. Look to keep the momentum going. Gashi, handoff to Newell, finds A.J. Edwards. Long two is off the mark and pulled down by Jeremiah Della Foresta. To Davis. And there's another steal for Milos, unable to get it back to Gashi. And there's Della Foresta, no foul call. Dick gets it back out to Ona. Oh, Lukic was looking for the interception there for sure, couldn't get it. Shot well off the mark, out of bounds, and it is Lions basketball. Substitution is going to be made. Starter number 16, Jackson Thackeray, back in the game for Redeemer in favor of Cole Arnold, number 3. 6:03 to go. Lambton Lions lead 72-54 against the visiting Redeemer Royals. A.J. Edwards to Albin Gashi at the top of your screen. Back down to Edwards. Edwards drives, finds an open. Lukic, catch and release 3, no. There's Owen Newell found at the baseline. A.J. Edwards wide open and nails it. And that's going to make it 12 points off the bench for A.J. Edwards. Ona to Davis. Now to Della Foresta, to Thackeray. Ona waiting for it in the corner. He has it now. Trying to find Benjamin Dick along the baseline. Unable to pull it in. Going to go back the other way for Lambton. Owen Newell will take a seat. Javante Griffith will sit for now, as well as Jackson Hallward is back in. And starter number 2, Tyrell Miller, has re-entered the game. And Gabriel Della Foresta is back in for Redeemer. He wears number 17. Edwards was thinking about 3, unable to shake Ona. Edwards hitting the floor hard. Appears to be okay. Play will continue. Number 10, Jason Uswomon back in for Elijah Ona. Lukic has it, gets it to Miller. Miller getting a bit of an opening at mid-range. Instead elects to go cross-court to Hallward. The long one from Hallward is off the mark. Uswomon has it now for Redeemer. Finds Jeremiah Della Foresta, who can't corral it, goes out of bounds, and it will end up back in the hands of the Lambton Lions. 4:43 to go. Timeout has been called by the Lambton Lions. They'll use one of their 2 remaining. And a 21-point lead currently held in the hands of the Lambton Lions, but head coach James Grant and company want to make sure that they retain that lead. Don't get too comfortable. It's an easy thing to do to take your foot off the gas when you're leading by over 20, but a lead like that can evaporate in no time. And 4:43 can feel like an eternity when you're trying to close out a game. And of course, when you're trying to dig your way out of a deficit like that, it can feel like the blink of an eye. Next game for the Lambton Lions. They are on the road at the Conestoga Condors this coming Wednesday. You can watch that one live on the Conestoga Condors YouTube channel. Of course, you can search for that on YouTube, or if you go to OCAA.com, you can actually just click on the watch section, and that will give you the link to that game and every game across all available sport throughout the fall and winter, of course, including Lambton College Athletics. We appreciate the like and subscribe on YouTube, and of course, we appreciate you watching us live or in syndication on your TV. Check your local listings, and we thank our broadcast partners for helping us bring you this coverage for the last several seasons and continuing to do so here for the 25-26 campaign. 4:31 to go here in the fourth. Lions lead by 21, 75-54. Shot clock is down to 6. Miller's got to do something. Finds Gashi. Mid-range jumper is off. And the loose ball collected by Thackeray. Jackson Thackeray will hand off to Gabriel Della Foresta. Way too much on that three-point attempt. Last touched by Gashi, out of bounds, will remain Royals basketball. Usuomo looking for the turnaround, can't find it. And Lukic will hand off to Gashi. Now in the hands of Miller. He brings it past half court. 3:53 remaining. Miller brings it back out, just trying to burn some seconds off of the clock, and rightfully so, trying to protect the lead and extend it. That one eventually finding its way in for Tyrell Miller. Leads all scorers now. He has 26 points to lead the way. Jason Usuomo now. So Gabriel Della Foresta picks up the dribble. King Stewart trying to back his way in. Shot clock down to 7. And there is Tyrell Miller with the feed to Lukic. Lukic off the glass. And make it 10 for number 10. The rookie Milos Lukic in double digits. Too much on that pass, out of bounds. It's going to go back the other way. It is all Lions here in the second half. And Sarnia, Ontario's Evander Doxili. He wears number 12, the Northern Collegiate graduate, back in the game for Lambton in favor of Albin Gashi, I believe. Edwards will inbound. See Jackson Hallward back to Edwards. And Redeemer starting to put on the pressure a little more on defense. They can afford to do it with 3 team fouls. They still have some room to spare, can play a little more aggressively at that end of the ball. Jackson Hallward for 3, it's good. Lions in the driver's seat now, 83-54 with 2 minutes and 42 seconds to go in this contest. Royals just looking for anything on offense. Tip back out to Thackeray, bit of an opening for Gabriel Della Foresta, takes a tumble, no foul call, he was looking for it. Miller picks up his dribble, Hallward finds Edwards. Edwards gets slim look at a 3. No good, and I think Lukic trying to go over the back of the defender perhaps to try and get the loose ball. That is going to be his 4th foul, and he's going to take a seat. Parker Carruthers, Corey King re-enter. And Tyrell Miller, an exemplary performance tonight for the 5th-year guard, will take a seat for likely the final time in this game, as the Lambton Lions firmly lead the Redeemer Royals. Royals can't get 2 points back there off the miss from Gabriel Della Foresta. 2:08 to go, 83-54. Lambton Lions lead the Redeemer Royals. Parker Carruthers looking for 3, nails it. That's 3 for number 3. And a trio of substitutions are going to be made here for the Lions as the foul is called, and Caden King Stewart will go to the line for Redeemer. Let's see who comes in here. Liam Tosh, number 5. Alex Yaboa, number 20. Thought there was going to be a third substitution. Maybe not. I think Clayton Burgess is going to remain sitting for now. First free throw from King Stewart. No good. Trying to play it off the box there. And here we go. A whole bunch of substitutions for... Actually, no, just the one. It's just the guys running in there. Caleb Connors will see his first action here for Redeemer. And the fundamental free throw from King Stewart will fall. 86-55 now inside 2 minutes. And I think the results of this one no longer in doubt here as we enter the final 90 seconds. And there's Evander Doxilly with two more. This was the performance Coach Grant wanted to see out of his team, as there's a block from Doxilly. He said this is a big one. And with just the second game of the season, I know it feels a little dramatic to say that this is a big game, but hey, you know what? A 2-0 record does a lot for motivation, a lot more than a 1-1 record does. Especially heading into a 3-game road trip. These guys are going to feel good when they get on the bus on Wednesday, and rightfully so. And I think a travel has been called on Caleb Connors, number 15. We'll go back the other way for Lambton. Corey King drives, finds Doxilly, kicks it back out to Carruthers. Carruthers looking for another three. He nails it. And the long-range prowess of Parker Carruthers showing here in the fourth quarter to help the Lions put a nail in the coffin here. Hand off to Della Foresta, I believe. Yeah, there was some contact. The official didn't like it as a foul. Thought there might have been a travel there. But it was contact. Corey King is going to inbound here for Lambton. 54 seconds to go. Carruthers bringing it up here for Lambton. Carruthers driving, finds Doxilly at the baseline, kicks out to Liam Tosh. He's looking for three, no good. Doxilly unable to tip it back in. Caden King Stewart. Outlet pass to Davis. Davis just trying to get anything back for Redeemer. He gets two more points. That'll put him at 26 on the night. Great individual performance. King back out to Carruthers, finds Liam Tosh, back to Parker. Shot clock down to 7. Corey King finds Tosh. Tosh is going to have to shoot this one. Long two is well short, and shot clock is off. One last outlet to Caden King Stewart. He's able to get two more points. And the inbound will wind down the clock, and that's going to do it. The Lambton Lions win the home opener in a big home opening statement for them as they take it 91-59 against the visiting Redeemer Royals. Up next for the Lambton Lions, they take on the Conestoga Condors this coming Wednesday, October 29th. Next home game for the Lambton Lions, Thursday, November 13th, when the St. Clair Saints pay a visit from Windsor, Ontario. Thank you to our broadcast partners at Your TV. Of course, we thank you for watching us tonight here on the Lambton College Athletics YouTube channel, OCAA Live, and on Your TV, whatever platform you're watching on. Thank you for joining us. Your final score from the main campus at Lambton College in Sarnia, the Cestar Athletics and Fitness Complex. The Lambton Lions 91, the Redeemer Royals 59. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.